Hello folks, welcome back to Clearly VGC, and this is the first episode of Clearly VGC Lessons, where today's class will be figuring out how to deal with Incineroar, so hawlucha can sweep. Obviously in the first video, that was a problem we figured out. So hawlucha has a decent attack HP, normally we'll run unburned sets with sword stance, close combat, acrobatics, encore, grassy seed, if he's paired really well with a Rillaboom, which can help, but most importantly, the one I run normally, of course, is close combat with white herb thing. So, of course, if you pair him with any terrain, with any stage, he can do stuff. He also has a very wide coverage moveset. hawlucha has really good coverage, but he's not the top dog when it comes to wrestling Pokemon. That is the goes to Gen-Star and Fire Darkstar and the personification of VGC himself, Incineroar. And I, Tommy from TM Trade Productions Networks, one goal is to show you that Incineroar is not the best wrestler, because we're going to show you how hawlucha can counter him with a little bit of help. Since this is a VGC Revelation H format videos I do recently, we're going to be focusing on that. Incineroar, obviously, he has a lot of sets, but in VGC, the normal set is Fake Out, Knock Off, Point Shot, maybe Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Flare Blitz. But the main part is Fake Out, Intimidate, Point Shot. Plus, he can run anything else because Incineroar also has good coverage. And it will sometimes run Citrus Berry, Safety Goggles. But of course, he always runs Intimidate. You're not going to run Blaze Incineroar. You're going to look for that Intimidate. Which, while it will set up the white hook for hawlucha, that is going to destroy his attack if Incineroar Power Shots out and in. So we got the third video team, the hawlucha, the third, the Arbor, the Eviolite Basculin, the Dondozo, and Tatsugiri. That Taunt Pass third, and Basculin set isn't going to be used this time, because because that won't help here. We're looking for ways we can stop Incineroar. And the number way to stop Incineroar is to stop it in its tracks when it enters the field first. I'm talking about we are going to have to stop Fake Out, so my man, my amigo, my friend, my buddy, hawlucha, can absolutely, with a little bit of help, destroy Incineroar and prove itself once and for all. So, how will it do this? Well, we can run multiple things for this guy. We can run multiple sets for hawlucha. He's got so much options, you can surprise your opponent with millions and millions of different combinations, and that's the beautiful thing of Pokemon. hawlucha has so much abilities, so much items it can run, so much things it can do that people don't know, that it can, in the Regulation 8 format, it can, without any legendaries or mythicals or paradox Pokemon, its only real problems are Rillaboom and Incineroar, so you gotta stop those two stars by absolutely destroying them. hawlucha can only close combat run down Incineroar, and while Rillaboom is a threat, we're not covering in Rillaboom today, we're covering thing, and this is the reason why hawlucha thing. Now, your hawlucha would normally, as we get into this 1v1 demonstration of why Incineroar normally blocks out hawlucha would normally be able to close combat for super effective damage on that dark type. But you know what the problem is? Fake Out. We're going to wrestling terms. Incineroar basically hits him with a steel chair to the head, gives him CTA concussions. And of course, Intimidate will activate the white herb, but that's not what's gonna help, because while he gets the speed boost, that's not gonna help us here when you can't get the move off, because Incineroar gets a priority move. Fake Out is a priority move that always goes first, that has a 100% chance to flinch, stops you, but can only be used in first turn. So where are our goal? Stop the Incineroar from using on first turn. As you can see here, once it hits Fake Out, hawlucha is forced to protect itself to stop itself from getting absolutely annihilated by this Incineroar here. So we need to figure out how to do this, and I have got the solution to your problems. See, we've got the hawlucha set I've obviously used before in the third video. You know that one, the one that started clearly VGC, the one where Vert used baton pass, and we are going to get him some buddies. First of all, Farafrig has an ability. The Pokemon Farafrig, a Gen 9 evolution for Girafarig, has the ability Armatel, which blocks priority moves for itself and its allies. That stops fake outs. So it's obviously going to be one of your ways you can blend into your team to absolutely stop that Incineroar. And we can run it with a nice set here of, well, we can absolutely do some nice stuff with it here. We can run Twin Beam, its signature move, Agility, Thunder Wave for utility, and Body Slam for, I don't know why. And we can run it with leftovers. Some leftovers, put some EVs in, give it a Terra Fairy, so it can Terrastallize, so Incineroar can't use Dark type super effective moves on it. And then another way is Psychic Terrain stops priority moves. Indeedee has the ability Psychic Surge, specifically the female form has Psychic Surge. We summon Psychic Terrain, which, as I said, that blocks priority moves. Priority moves can't be used when Psychic Terrain's up. So we can run a classic Indeedee set. It also knows Follow Me to block things. And it also learns Fake Out, so if you want to, if you're risky, you could go for a Fake Out matchup against Incineroar and hope you can get it first. We won that with a Citrus Berry, Protect, Fake Out, Follow Me to stop things, and we've got more. And then, finally, a Pokemon that normally wouldn't shine, but since it's Regulation 8 and we don't have those Paradoxical Legendaries, Ambipom, a Gen 4 evolution for Apom that is a normal type with some pretty good abilities and stuff. It runs Technician as an ability, and guess what? It learns Fake Out too, so you can Fake Out matchup Incineroar with Ambipom because no one's gonna expect it. You can also double hit. It's not Ambipom's signature move, but it's the Pokemon I mostly associate with that move. The only reason I got Ambipom as my head was because someone was wrecking me with it off camera with Ambipom, and I decided, hey, that's how we can figure out the solution to the Incineroar problem we've got for hawlucha. We can run it with Chilling Water to do super effective damage to Incineroar's, since it's Incineroar's fire type, and Trailblaze to boost up speed. Combine that with an Assault Vest set and some good IVs as well as its Technician ability, and we've got a team of 4 that can easily stop Incineroar. Now, I've told you how to do it, but I'm going to clearly demonstrate it to you so you know how in the world are you going to stop this menace. So, Incineroar's got its Pelipper, Dragonite, and Arcaladon buddies. This is a little test match I'm doing with myself using 2 separate devices because I do be like that. And we are going to start off with the Farafrig solution to this problem. The Armor Tail ability. Because Incineroar's gonna run out with its Dragonite buddy, and we are gonna do some strategies to stop it. Now, hawlucha is going to do some stuff in this turn, and Farafrig simply has to stop Dragonite from attacking this turn. Incineroar's gonna go for Fake Out, or probably, it's my demonstration of it. It won't make sense if Incineroar didn't go for Fake Out first turn. So, hawlucha can Protect, and even still, Fake Out won't work because of Armor Tail. Dragonite's still gonna get off that Air Slash though, stopping Farafrig's Thunder Wave. But, hey, this isn't an actual game. This is just some practice games I'm doing stuff to demonstrate it to you, so it doesn't really matter. Now, next thing, Psychic Terrain. One problem though, it only affects ground things, and obviously, hawlucha's a flying type, so you're gonna have to turn hawlucha into a ground type or an electric type with a Terra type to make this actually work. So yeah, that was one thing I forgot. So yeah, I forgot about that. I thought it would just work. No, hawlucha needs to be on the ground. He's a flying type. He's a bird. He's a hawk in a luchador costume. Of course, he's not touching the ground, and therefore, psychic terrain strats don't work. Unless you tear your hawlucha into a thing. So hawlucha's gonna unfortunately get hit with that fake out since I forgot the thing. So that doesn't solve the problem. That's a fail. And that's the only thing I'm doing. But luckily, as you can see there, Psychic Terrain doesn't affect Pokemon immune to ground. Hawlucha is immune to ground. It's not on the ground. It's a flying type. It's a bird. It doesn't get on the ground. It's not a flightless bird. It ain't a Quaquaval who's a duck. It's Hawlucha. It's in the air all the time. It's a hawk. It's a bird of prey. It's a hawk in a luchador costume, as I said. It's a luchador. Luchadors love to fly. It's Hawlucha's whole MO. Of course it's not gonna work, but hey, that might be the problem, but there's other solutions to this problem that we can run here. We can solve that quite easily. Because the other step is simply Hawlucha Protect, one thing we've obviously demonstrated, and even still if you want your Hawlucha to damage, Follow Me might just redirect it. But I have not fact-checked if Follow Me does that, but someone's gonna fake out into Hawlucha's Protect, and that Follow Me is gonna stop Dragonite from doing anything. So we completely wall off that thing. But there's only one left. The unexpected answer. The absolute amazing strat. Hold on. The unexpected answer. The amazing strat. Ambipom. The unexpected counter to Incineroar. Because fake out. It runs fake out as well. We're gonna fake out matchup Incineroar, and Ambipom's gonna win it, possibly. Yeah, you didn't expect that Ambipom would be an answer to Incineroar, but Ambipom hits the fake out first, it flinches Incineroar, Incineroar can't do fake out strategies, and you can close combat that Dragonite, and survive a Blizzard, which I don't know why I put on this Dragonite, I was kind of rushing to create a set, and then you can absolutely just win. From there, you can win the game, possibly, if you know how to play your cards right, if you know what moves to do, what to switch out, how to switch out, how to make sure Incineroar doesn't leave the field and tries to do it again. Make all of your three ends. Start. Hawlucha can protect. You can chill and ride that Incineroar. Dragonite's not going to do stuff because it tried to air slash Hawlucha. Incineroar's not going to do stuff because it tried to dock it. Larry to Hawlucha when it was protecting. And you can win it from there. You know why? Because A, Feraferic, B, Indeedee, and C, the unsung hero. That's my boy Ambipom. Ambipom Ambipom needed this. But I've got a special announcement for Clearly VGC Wrestling, the third pillar of the Clearly VGC segment. Yeah, I'm running a WWE 2K25 Wrestling League type stuff with Pokemon, based off of thing too. And we've got one big matchup and two big matchups announced. The very thing that focused on the video, it will be Hawlucha versus Incineroar for the Clearly VGC Wrestling World Championship and a War type starter at Little Cup Baby Battle Royal Gauntlet matchup featuring most of your favorite little ones from Gen 2 to Gen 9 because I can only put in 8 slots and a Squirrel always gets enough. Bye.